task. You said how to meditate. You should go to a solitary place, you should sit straight, all these things. Then you should think of the Lord in the lotus heart.
Yeah.
Now, and then he says, Dhyatva manugacchati bhuti yonim. By go on meditating, he goes to the source. The same thing Bhagavan Ramana has told. When once you see where from this I has come, we say I. So find it out. You go to the source. This is the big I, that is the totality. That is the final Lord. Also, that's all. So you go to the source from which all the creation has come out. Bhuta means bhavati iti bhuta. That which becomes, that becoming is called bhuta. Samasta Swaksham, then what else is that source? That source doesn't do anything. It is only a sakshi of everything. It's a witness. It has seen the dream state. It has seen your waking state. It has seen your dream state, all the three states, but it doesn't go inside. This you yourself have seen, this is a sakshi. How? In the dream, you are going to catch a train. Somebody is looking at it, you are looking at it. But when you are looking at it, you do not know it is Kalidas Trivedi who is looking at it. There is one awareness, he is looking at it. But it is disembodied, there is no body for it. It is just looking at it. And that is the one. So, Samasta Sakshi. The difference is, during the waking state, the Atman is mixed with the Jiva. In this sense, it thinks itself as the Karta of all the things which is happening in the totality in the world. In the dream, see, this is also a dream. But in this dream, there is nobody who is looking at it from outside. He is mixed, he is looking at it and he is doing all the things in the drama. So there is nobody separate from it, so you are not aware of it. Because he himself is mixed with the Jiva who is doing all the things, who is eating, who is talking, and who is doing meditation. So he is mixed there. In the dream, you can see him absolutely separately. So you see the dream separately and you see him separately. In the sleeping state, there is no dream. Dream has disappeared. Only he alone is there.
So since you're talking about meditation, the process of remaining alert in meditation means you're concentrating in the sound of the japa. It's going on if you're doing japa, or if you're just sitting without any engagement, and thoughts, random thoughts, we might call spurious thoughts, are arising. If they arise into your field of perception and you don't react to it, if you just remain a witness, that allows them to go. So that's why they come up during meditation. They're literally surfacing to burst.
Why they come? You have not allowed them to go anywhere. What happens is every incident in life, every action has left an impression there. So that impression is lying there, it has to come out. You didn't allow it because you are continuously going on, thinking of something other, and then you went to sleep. So it couldn't come out. So the only time is now in meditation you said, I am not going to think of anything but God. So you gave them a little respite. Then that is the time when they are all coming out from there and they are going out. So don't catch them back. The moment you begin to re-experience those thoughts, then it thinks, oh, he likes me very much, so he is experiencing them, it will come back.
So then that state of stillness, or the state of shanti, is self-revealing. If you could just become still, all will come.
Again, what do you mean by still? See, still means, why are you getting ashanti? Why are you getting disturbed? It is because the worldly impacts come. Some ugly thing comes before you. Some beautiful thing comes before you. Some ugly taste comes, somebody gives you something. It's all very old thing. He says it's a prasad. You feel like saying tutu. And another day somebody brings it is so nice. So you are reacting to every impact from the worldly object. So that gives you ashanti. Good also give you ashanti because you would like to have repetition of it. Bad is giving ashanti, you are having a revulsion, you don't want it. So either way they are giving the impact. The day you cease all reactions, enemy, friend, good, bad, censure, adoration all equal, then that means there is absolutely no this thing. So how to develop it when you think that all are me only? These are the dialogues which are being taught. I have taken the form of Ravana, I have taken the form of Rama.
Yes.
So we are enemies, but I am the same one. So whatever Ravana says, you will not get enriched.
Right. I want to take back to the process of meditation. Does this same thoughts coming and evaporating, in a sense, because you're not engaged in any other thoughts, does that happen as well while you're doing japa, or only when japa stops in a bhavana state?
No, I didn't catch.
Okay, you say, when you're just sitting
No.
and no thoughts are coming, then those impressions start to
Yes,
rise and
come
go.
on, come on.
Will they
So
rise
you
and
like
go
that
what?
for 6 months to 1 year, then all the things will be exhausted. A time will come for 1 hour you can sit without any thoughts. That's the
Does
thing.
this process of exhaustion occur while you're even doing japa, which is engaging in some mental activity?
But there what happens is, in the japa itself will be taking it out. So the question of your re-experiencing experience doesn't rise because your mind is engaged in the japa. Then the japa itself in due course will take away all these vasanas. These are all the vasanas.
Is the idea correct that the japa will pull it out faster at an accelerated rate as opposed to you're just sitting and them bubbling themselves out?
Yes, we can say that, because ultimately, unluckily, the time is a very, very relative thing. Sometimes even the normal time, when you are very, very sorrowful, completely in depression, even 1 hour looks like 8 hours. It is actually like 8 hours, it's actually 8 hours for you. It is in a different, you are in a different plane. So it is not 1 hour, it is 8 hours. Only when you come back to the plane, you find this 1 hour. It is just like in a dream. You saw 50 years of your life. When you opened your eyes, you found only 15 minutes have elapsed.
Right.
So in the same way it is there. So what we think as quick or this thing, the entire thing is a miss. Now there is nothing called the quick. That is why it is told, have the patience. Why have the patience? Because there is nothing like 10,000 years. The entire thing of having your 20 billions of years of life, 20 billions of births, it's all taking place in no moment. Because it never takes place at all. The entire thing is a very quick revolution in the cosmic mind. And you think, oh, I have lived for 1,000 years, I have lived for 100 years, and that too for 35 births, 30 births, nothing. The entire thing happens in one moment.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter at all. Whatever suits you, wherever you find more convenient, you follow. There is no question of this will take less time, this is a shortcut, this is a long cut. The questions do not arise at all.
Okay, now back to the process of meditation. If one is to adopt patience, and of course the saints have said, it's written in the scriptures, japa leads to meditation.
Yes.
You go on doing your japa, you don't think, I'm going to stop it at one point and meditation will
Not
begin.
at all. The moment you think it, you will never reach it. It becomes this thing. The moment you think, I am going to do it, the process will stop immediately.
So if you for years, every time you sit, you just go on doing japa, that will affect the remedy.
Definitely, because every minute you take it, tons of our sins have dissolved, tons of our vasanas have dissolved. So it happens, you may not be aware, you may not see, but this happened. Just a story of Madhusudana Saraswati. I told you.
Mm-hmm.
Remember?
Yes, but I'd like for you to repeat it.
Madhusudana Saraswati was one of the greatest of Sikhs who has written a Vyakhya for Bhagavad Gita, and he has written books just as that book by Sureshwaracharya, which your Guru told you. Naishkarmya Siddhi. There are 4 Siddhis. One is Naishkarmya Siddhi, another is Samadhana Siddhi. There are 4 books written by 4 different people. Exactly in a similar way. So one of them is written by Madhusudana Saraswati also. And he has written on all these 6 darshanas, he has written on Sankhya, he has written on everything. He was a Krishna Bhakta, finally. So that Madhusudana Saraswati in his young days, he was a scholar, he had nothing to do with spirituality or religiousness. He was just like that. One day some Swamiji fell down and all that, he helped him, he took him to his house, gave him a bath, gave him meals. He had no meals for some days. So the Swamiji in gratitude gave him Krishna mantra and said, you go and do it for 3 years, you will get Krishna, then your life is made. So then he said it is okay. So He went to a Krishna's temple which is nearby. Morning he will go, he will come at night. His people never knew where he was going, what he was doing. He has never told anybody. 3 years were over, 4 years were over, there was nothing of Krishna at all. No Krishna, no Sakshatkara, nothing. He said that old man has deceived me. He said in 3 years you will get his 4 years. Nonsense. So he came back home in the evening. He said, it's a long time I have not gone out at all, so today I will go for a walking. He was going to the bazaar. His chappals gave way. Something broke there. So he searched for a fellow, there was a cobbler sitting there. So he gave it to him for repairs. He took it, kept it. He took out a pouch. From that he took some tobaccos. He took out the stones and the things from it. And he was doing like this. He got annoyed. Hey, do my work and then do all these things. Then she said, Swami, you are always, but in jaldibazi karne wale, you are always in a hurry. And that is why you did for 3 or 4 years, you didn't get Krishna mantra and you stopped it immediately. So you are always in a hurry, we are not habituated to be in a hurry. Then she said, hey, how did you know that I was doing Krishna mantra for 4 years and all that? He laughed, he said, I have got a karna yakshani. So that angel, it comes and tells in my ears, if somebody comes to me, it tells me. Yesterday one advocate was coming, I told you, oh, you are worried about your daughter's marriage, she is 29. He said, how did you know? So because of this, I gain the customers' goodwill, so they always come to me only. So I am happy. My, the Bhuta can only do this. It's the spirit. The karna is the spirit. Karna Pishachari is the spirit. Then he asked him, hey, how long it will take to have Siddhi in the Karna Pishachari mantra? But hey, Swami, you have done Krishna mantra and all that, don't come to these. These are all petty things. These are not for you. I am asking you how much time it will take. Don't give me advice. He said, Swamiji, these are all Shudra mantras, small mantras. 6 months is the normal time. For a man like you, you could get even in 4 months. When you do. Okay, you give it to me? Okay, he gave him. He went there, he used to go to the terrace of his house and do it so well. 6 months over, 8 months over, 10 months over, he said, every fellow is deceiving me. That old man deceived me, now even the cobbler is thinking I am a fool. So he took a big nice stick, he went to the bazaar. He saw him from a distance, he knows he has come to beat him. So he just put his hand like that, Swamiji, first hear me and then you beat me. He said, what? He said, Swami, you did so well. In the 3rd month it wanted to come to you. The spirit was coming to you. It could not come anywhere near you. Because the Krishna mantra you did for 3 years, there was a fence of fire which was growing big. So we couldn't reach anywhere. So please, if I am illiterate, still if I may advise you, when you have come this far, why don't you do it for 1 or 2 years, you may get Krishna himself. Then he took it, he went and continued to it. So he couldn't see the progress. See, why? Nobody can see the progress because this is not gross. If you are building a house, you can say, today I have put the foundation, tomorrow I have put up the walls, now the ceiling is being done, you can have the progress. In a subtle, Sushma affair, you cannot know what progress is there. You take it on faith, then every second you take a God's name, every second you do a japa, tons of your this thing. But I told you the other day, Adi Shankara Stotra from Shivananda Lady, the question he asked himself, Yeko Varija Bandhava, Shite Nabho Vyaptam Tamo Mandalam. There is only one Surya. And when the dusk comes, the darkness grows and it occupies from down below, from the ground up to the Nabha Mandala, up to the Akasha. So everywhere it is full of darkness. Bhitva Lochana Gocharo Bhavati. Still, throughout the night he works hard that one sun, he is able to peer through the darkness and comes and stands before you. And Tvam Koti Surya Prabha. Lord, people are not one Surya. We have got the Prabha or the Jyoti of crores of suns. And you cannot be seen. What fun is this? That one person is able to remove the darkness and come with your crores of suns, this thing. You are unable to break through in darkness. He says you are putting the question in the wrong manner. He says you put the question in this way, that there is a darkness which one sun is capable of removing. There is a darkness which is accumulated for birth and birth, which crores of suns are unable to, because they are accumulated so many times. It will take time.
But it seems from experience, and also I think it's been said, that Divine Mother, so her children don't get dejected from long years of meditation, the progress is not seen, but they get a degree of contentment. They feel content, they feel some joy.
When you say you feel some joy, all these things are false, they are all of the mind. So when the mind goes, you don't feel contentment, you don't feel happy. It is a stage of neutral gear. In neutral gear, you neither go forward nor backward.
So it's just a picnic ground. If you feel it,
yes. But then what happens is, because of our other conditioning, you have heard from so many, oh, you go on taking Ram now, you will get such a pressure, man. Your entire hair will stand at the end. Then when I do it, I feel like that.
See, I remember once quoting, and you really put it down. Someone said, the japa becomes sweet. And you said, it's never sweet. It always is a struggle, right until the very end.
See, it is because of conditioning. Somehow, people have been dwelling into certain things, right or wrong. And we have been believing. So naturally, it works with us. You are getting that benefit, that's all. A man who has not read it perhaps, or a man who didn't believe when he read, he will not be getting. You have been getting, I have not been getting.
So is there any milestone that you pass in your process of years of meditation that indicate, as a directional?
It's extremely difficult, but sometimes what happens is, while you are going, as I said, you may see certain miraculous circumstances. As I said, suddenly at one step when you are there, you will be able to see all the angels coming down, talking to you. Divyani, Rupani, Parapradani, Sakam, Vacham, Sprighniyam, Vadanti. There are beautiful divine forms, Divyani, Rupani. There are divine forms, they come to you. And they are ordinary. They are all got some divine powers. Parapradani, they can give you small things. You want, Hari Om. So, Divyani, Rupani, Parapradani. And what they do, Sakam, Vacham, Sprashniyam, Vadanti. They come and talk to me on various things which are all interesting to hear. So this is what happens at various stages.
But that's a distraction from the true work.
It may not be a distraction because don't be coming and disturbing you. From time to time when they give, it is it's what I would call it a milestone. A milestone is not a distraction, it's an encouragement. When you go, you does see, so your progress may be stopped for 1 second. You will look at it, exactly what is written. Oh, only 100 kilometers more, very good. So it is an encouragement.
So in addition, that type of encouragement...
So that type of encouragement may come. You may see the Lord himself comes and talks to you, or you suddenly see a vision of the Lord. Every day when you sit, the Lord is coming and standing before you. You say, oh my Lord, I am getting Sakshatkar or what? You may think. So these are all the milestones.
But you never seek this.
You never seek it. If you seek, it will go away. The moment you think today it has come, tomorrow also let me see whether it comes, you sit in meditation, it will never come. So ignore them, it will be there. If you give an attention, there will be no further progress. If you hug a milestone, it says you are very good and you sit with it,
stop moving.
You stop moving. So don't hug it. Ignore it. Just see that it's all for information. Go ahead with the encouragement.
You're using the simile of hugging. Remember once you had written that we were talking about how the Divine Mother intervenes and is very apparent if just someone recognizes it. And then you said, in my case, she never gets far away from me lest I hug the world again. So wonderful.
This one, Shivananda Lahiri. Shivananda Lahiri Stotra. I don't know whether it is in the first or in the middle, I don't remember exactly. There are 100 slokas, all of them are full of Vedanta on Lord Shiva only. And in one of them she describes what is bhakti. They are all very nice. For sannyasis and all that, Shivananda Lahiri, it is a nice book to read with its meaning. They are available. Even Chinmaya Mission's books are there, Shivananda Lahiri.
Ramakrishna Paramahamsa.
Ramakrishna Paramahamsa.
First line,
that is, Eko Varija Bandhava. Varija means Kamala. Varijayate, the Varija, that which comes out of water. So it means Kamala. Eko Varija Bandhava. So who is the Bandhu of the lotus? That is Surya. When it sees the Surya, Vikasit ho jata hai. It blossoms. When the Surya goes away, it this thing. So it is called Varija Bandhava. Kshiti Nabho Vyaptam. Kshiti Nabho Vyaptam. Tamo Mandalam. Vidva Lochana Gocharo Bhav. Vidva Lochana Gocharo Bhavati Saha.
What does it mean?
He pierces Vidva, pierces through the darkness, and then he comes before your eyes. Lochana means eyes. Look comes from Lochana. Look. So, Lochana.
But let's say, we're talking about the process of meditation. Is this something that occurs when the mind gets concentrated? In other words, we don't go to God, God comes to us.
What is the darkness? What is the ignorance? What happened was, we have been hypnotized into thinking that I am this body. The electricity after coming into the zero watt bulb thinks I am the zero watt. Unfortunately or fortunately, it has got thousands of watts. When once it came, because of the resistance in it didn't allow it to come. But then it began to think, and it is still connected with the Lord, with the generator. It is still connected with all the jivas, with all the lights. But unfortunately it thinks so. That is actually the darkness. The darkness where you do not know you are linked with all, you are linked with the great one. So you are always that only. So the lack of it, that is called the darkness. Why it is so? I am this body, I am this body, I am this body. Not only you have been thinking, you have been made to think by all your mother, father. As soon as you are born, from the first year onwards, you hurt yourself. Oh, you hurt yourself. Oh, it is paining. For half an hour they will go over you and your body sense has begun to be strengthened. If they are just ignored you, hey body, chodo yaar, you are alright now, you are okay. Only the body got it, then you let it worry. Why are you bothered? Has any father told?
No.
So the body sense from childhood onwards it has come. How our ego developed? A small child is there. It is just born. Then all your relatives, all your friends, they come and look at the child. The child sees so many people coming. Especially after a month, it will know the difference. There are so many people coming. So the more the people come, it begins to smile. At one or two, it smiles. When it smiles, the man says, see, he likes me, he knows me, that's why it smiles. No. You know why it's smiling? See, I have become a big man. How many are coming to see me? The ego has already started. It is the start of the ego, man. And not that it is pleased about you, it is pleased about itself. A child's first sense is about itself only. He is not bothered about you. So that is how the ego comes, that is how these things come up from childhood onwards. The body sense has been retained, and for births and births and births, it has been strengthened. 1,000 people may tell you, no, you are not the body, you are not prepared to eat it. That is the sin and that is the darkness. This darkness, because the longer it has been hypnotized into you, it takes longer to dehypnotize.
So therefore,
that is the only process.
Therefore, patience is essential.
Patience, again and again reading, again and again hearing, it is all a dream, it's all a dream, I am not the body, I am not the body, I am not the body. You read my book, it contains all the theory. So again and again by reading, that is one method of getting it. If you are unable to do it, pray to the mother, mother, I don't know what is happening, this body is giving me so much trouble and all, I know nothing about it. You please take me out of the sorrow. Then she will see that your conditioning is taken out.
So the three things we're talking about, satsang, prayer and meditation,
yes, exactly.
That is the way.
All these things, these are the ways.
No expectation. Yes,
surrender to the mother. Say, mother, I am even unable to pray. Sometimes I come in a mood, I come and weep. Please take it as the prayers forever. See, a clever chap goes to Lord Venkatesha Balaji and then he says, Lord, I may not be able to come again and again. This cost me a lot. With great difficulty I have come, I have spent 100 rupees. So what you do, I request only one boon. Sakat sevaya nitya seva phalam tvam prayacha prabho venkatesha. Oh Lord Venkatesha, you do like this. I am coming and doing you service only once. I am coming here. You give me the fruit as if I have come 1,000 times, please. You treat this one time as equal to 1,000 times. That is all the boon I want, because I may not be able to come again.
So it's like a prayer that amuses the Lord. And if you amuse the Lord, he'll say, okay.
That's Sakat Sevaya. By serving you once, Sakat Sevaya, Nitya Seva, as if I am doing service to you every day. Continuously I am doing it forever. So Nitya means forever. So Nitya Seva, Phala means the fruit. So I am coming to you once. Sakat Sevaya, Nitya Seva, Phalam Tvam. Precha, please give me, please give me. Precha means give me. Precha, Prabho Venkatesha. Sakat no, only once.
So this is a true clever chant. This is true cleverness.
See, this comes in the Suprabhata Stotra there, about the Lord.
Yes.
But I used to appreciate them. I said, my Lord, I never thought of it.
Yeah, nice.
So, samasta saksham tamasa parastha. So, usually what happens, normally when you are a witness to a murder, you are in that area of the murder. You are within that area of the murder. So, supposing you put your torchlight, when do you put on your torchlight? When there is darkness, inside the darkness. Here is one who is sitting away from all the darkness and he puts his torch at you. He is the witness, he is witnessing from there. He is not inside it. He is sitting outside it and just watching. When he is inside it, some or other somebody may catch you. Suppose you want to the murderer, see there is another fellow. He may come and threaten you, if you tell it to anybody else, I will kill you. So that means you become involved in it. Yes. You are being a Sakshi is of no use, even though you never knew who is who.
So this darkness is really forgetfulness. And in meditation, you pull away and you just witness the forgetfulness and then it goes.
Exactly. So samasta sakship tamata parastha. So this wording is a wording from the real Samhita itself. It says,
our witnessing is not the real witness.
You are witnessing from inside the darkness.
Yes.
He is witnessing from outside the area where things are happening.
Yes.
Wherever the events are there, you are inside it and you are witnessing. And that area, he is outside the area and he is witnessing it. So that at no time nothing can touch him, he becomes nirlipta, untainted. That is the real thing.
Now you're saying this he is the one engaged in meditation. That's the he that's witnessing from the outside?
It is the Lord. We are talking of the highest Lord. We are talking of the highest Lord. He doesn't interfere in the drama. He is only a director. He has already written the drama script. That's all. He is just watching how you are doing it.
So all. If we enter into true meditation,
yes,
then we imitate the Lord because we pull away, we become a witness of the thoughts that are coming.
See, here, this is a different type of meditation. This has nothing to do with the meanings behind the meditation. He is giving the actual meditation what you should do. What you should do, you should think, the Lord, who is all the Sakshi of everything, beyond the darkness. So this is a method of meditation he has given.
I see.
This is not an explanation for any other type of meditation.
I see.
He has given one type of meditation. So he says, see how to think of one who possesses no attributes, nothing. If he is dark, white, black, you can say he is dark, he is bluish in color. When somebody has got no color, you can't describe him. Somebody who has got no height, sometimes he looks 1,000 feet, sometimes he looks like a small one, so you can't describe him again. So how to describe him like that only? That is how he is telling, Tam adi madhyanta vihinam. Lord, you have no beginning, you have no end, you have no middle. Just you are there, I know. I don't know when you started being there, I don't know when you will end being there. That's all. There is nothing like that because middle or thing. When does it happen? It happens only in a drama. See, in a drama, there are 20 people.
Right.
One is 4 years old, one is 100 years old, one is 30 years old. When was each born? They were all born when the drama began.
Right.
So all the three were born at the same time, or they were never born.
Uh-huh.
You only see them as they are, nothing was born. And whenever you want to stop the drama stops. Have they died? Nobody dies.
So, in the process of this meditation, or if a person sits in meditation,
Exactly.
and if they look...
Instead of thinking of Ram, instead of thinking of Krishna, instead of just thinking of the mother, this is another method where they are giving a prescribed method. You can do your meditation in your own way.
Right.
So people who are simple, who do not know how to meditate, so you have to give them a form.
But in this idea that's being put here in Kaivalya Upanishad, if you're in meditation and thoughts are coming, if you consider it as a dream, and you say, this is a dream, I'm experiencing a dream, and you just watch it.
You can't bring a philosophy into this. This case is not a philosophy. Philosophy is used only to describe him, but we are not giving, it's not a class on philosophy theory. It is a class how to think of him. There you might give an attribute of Vedanta, that's a different issue,
right.
But it has nothing to do with the fact.
Right.
We are not describing it. Then Tama Adi Madhyanta Vihiram Ekam, he is the only one. Vibhum, Vibhu has got two meanings. Vibhu means the one who is everywhere, he is called a Vibhu. The other meaning is the one who has become all the various people. He has become the Vividaha Bhavati the Vibhu. The one who becomes in many different varieties. He becomes the reptile, he becomes the worm, he becomes the saint, he becomes the lady, he becomes a man, he becomes a child and what not. He becomes the wall, he becomes my ballpen, he becomes my shirt. Lord, you are the Vibhu. The one who becomes me. So, Vibhum. Chidan, these are all the methods of meditation. Vibhu. You can extend it as you want. I say, you have become the reptile, you have become the entire world, you are the sound, you are the tree, you are the root of the tree, you are the branch, you are the sparrow which is sitting on it, the voice, the music which comes out is you, God is all you, Vibhum. So like that you can be going on, think about your mind gets much further purpose behind this.
And the mind becomes purified and quieted.
From 1,000 thoughts you are reducing to one thought. That one thought means not a point, but you are having a big circle, so you can be around it. Why is Ramayana given? If you cannot think of Ram for 24 minutes, the mind will not remain there. So you are given a story around Ram, then you will think, Ram, your father has had no son. You were always thinking of your Ram. Then you came, you were born, they gave you a fire summit, they gave to all, and you were born Ram. Not only you, your Shaktis, Lakshmana, Bharata, all were you Ram. From child you were so beautiful, you used to walk, your mother used to come behind you. Then you began to read, how quick you learned Ram. Everything you learned within a few hours. What would have taken us 20 years you learned. You are the king, you are the Lord himself, Lord.
So you're moving because the nature of the mind is to move.
Is to move.
So you're keeping the mind happy.
That it moves around him, instead of on him. So to move on a point, you may not be able to sustain it. So this is another method which is given for our purposes, move around him. So this is moving around him.
I see. See, that's what I mean. Right.
Tam Adi Madhyanta Vihinam Ekam Vibhum Chidanandam. He is Chit, he is all consciousness, and he is Ananda. How? If you are in pure consciousness, then you have nothing but Ananda. Supposing a tragedy happens to me, my daughter, she dies by a very bad lorry accident, then I feel it. Is it not? There is no Ananda in it. I am conscious.
No, yes.
But this is a mixed external consciousness along with the external events and along with the standardized conditioning that when a person dies, he is somebody I possess, she is mine, I have lost, so I should be. So because of the conditioning, you automatically begin to be there.
Right.
It is because of that. When there is pure consciousness is only a sakshi. In other words, I am seeing a drama. So in the drama, my own daughter comes there, she is acting. and she falls down as if she is dead and accident happens. You won't weep.
Right, right.
You won't weep.
Because of the
You
condition.
understand? Because
right.
this is pure consciousness which is not mixed up with the external world. The dream world, you are not mixed up in it, you are looking at it from outside, so that doesn't harm you.
Right. Well, I mean, that's all well and good.
Exactly.
But what are the means to arrive at that state of pure consciousness so you can experience
You
things
see,
properly?
you only think of it like this. It is that state of consciousness, it is that state of consciousness, it is that state of consciousness. You go on doing this Chidanandam, pure consciousness, where there is no external world. Never think of the world. Simply be in your consciousness. What is consciousness? Consciousnness means, go to the definition. Consciousness means being aware of your existence. I am, yes I am, yes I am. So there are 1,000 different ways from which you can evolve. But this is one way where you simply think it is all consciousness. So it is Ananda. When you are seeing a drama, it is all Ananda. When you are inside the drama, then it becomes a tragedy.
So essentially you could say, you become what the mind dwells on. You become what the mind dwells upon.
Dwells upon. But here also, your mind is only looking at the drama, but it doesn't become that. So you have to exercise that one, that I have nothing to do with all these things. Like that, you have to again dissociate yourself from the world. The world has nothing to do with it. It is all a dream. So there is no real son, there is no real wife, there is no real husband, there is nothing real about it. Anything can go, anything can come, I remain unaffected. So that is the ultimate way, the philosophical way.
Yeah.
Here there is no philosophy. You are a simple illiterate man, you know nothing, just it is given, you understand its meaning. Even if you don't study, simply go on repeating this entire thing. Tam adi madhyanta Keetavarnam Parasat Nambodayogam. That's all, you go into it. Because you only think everything refers to him. You only think of him, you don't know the meaning. You will get it.
Got it.
That's all. Because you know it's an Upanishad. So it is Veda. That's all you know. Because all sacred mantras, I don't know the meaning. If I tell it, it will give me all unbounded profits. So I go on saying, Tam Adityavantam, Aneka Rupam, Ekam, Vibhum, Shidanandam, So you go on.
Yeah.
Even that will get you.
Sure. And as you're going on, milestones come, you ignore it, and you're reassured, but you keep your mind fixed on the God.
That is all that is important. These are all the methods for that.
In other words, the visions are gifts. You say no to the gifts, you keep your mind on the giver of the gifts.
Exactly. You see, Mahaprabhu Chaitanya was one day giving lectures on Gita. He was giving lecture on the 13th Adhyaya, which is very difficult, Kshetriya, that is on the field and the knower of the field.
Yes.
That is the Atman and this body and the world.
Right.
Together. He was giving lectures. One absolutely illiterate fellow, who was a farmer about whom he had known, he came and sat, he was having a book. He didn't turn the pages at all. He went on telling some 2-3 slokas. In 2-3 pages he listened. It was the very first page, and he was weeping. When the entire thing was over, he asked him, are you able to understand what I told? You are weeping. No. The moment you started, I saw the first sloka, I know. This is where Krishna is starting to tell Gita to Arjuna, I have heard of it. I see before me the chariot. And Krishna is sitting and Arjuna is sitting before me. I am seeing him, I am weeping, sir, I don't know what to do, what tears come out of my eyes. This is all I have seen, I don't know, sir, what you told, I am sorry, I couldn't hear it. I was busy this way. That's all. So that is the effect of
10% linking was there.
That is what is Gita. What is the use of understanding the 12th and 13th chapter?
Yes.
That is very key.
Right.
Then Vibhum Chidanandam Arupam. Arupam means the one who has no form. The one who has no form. Adbhutam. See, why is he amazing and wonderful? Adbhutam means that which is wonderful, which you don't see normally anywhere. Because He has created this entire world. Whenever you create jars out of a mound of clay, the more the number of jars you prepare, the cost will become less.
Right.
So cause and effect, the total is one. The more the effect, the less the cost. That is what will happen.
Right.
Here you are there. You create such an infinite world, it has not made even the smallest detail, you remain as you are. So you are an Advaita. You are a strange cause. I never seen anywhere like this. So Advaita. That's amazing.
So
Then what else is amazing? Everything about him is amazing. You are everywhere. You are with everybody, but none has seen you. None is even aware of you. What a wonder.
So even though one is created intense misery, no depletion has occurred.
No depletion has occurred. And number two, as I said, he has become all, but you are unable to see him. That means everywhere you should be able to see him. They say he is very much there, and you call him Swayam Prakasha, the one who is self-effulgent. I mean, you are self-effulgent, I should be able to see you.
Right.
But I am able to see you. What a wonder. So everything is all wonder about him. That's all. And the people who have seen him, see, anything you have seen, you should be able to come and tell something of it. But here is a case where so many people claim to have seen him, but they are unable to tell the least about him. So that's again another wonder. He is all Advaita only.
On one side, I am not able to see, though you are everywhere, and those who have seen are not able to explain. This is a paradox.
This is the paradox. Ascharyavat pashyati kachidenam. The one who looks at him, he finds he is not like anything he has ever read. He has anything. He doesn't have a mukuta. He doesn't have a hara. He doesn't have a mala. See, he is none of the concepts I had about God applies to him, and he is like that. Ascharyavat pashyati kachidenam. Then Ascharya vadati tathaiva charya. When he tells somebody, you know what he says? Hey, that God's one small vision, that's all. He is never able to say what he saw. You are waiting, but he couldn't say. Same thing happened. One Ellen Rose Miller, she is an old lady. She has been to all the Mahatmas, she lived with all the people. She had lived with Krishnamurti, she had lived with Mahatma, she had lived with so many saints of the Europe, with all the people. She was more than 80 years. She came to me on 12th September for the first time. For a long time she was pregnant, she wanted to come to Vasishta Guha. When I heard she is an old lady, I said, please don't come. She had purchased the ticket. I am coming within 2 months to Tiruvannamala, you don't come. She had a house in Tiruvannamala. 12th September she comes to see me, 2003, I am on Mount. So she came from USA on that day, and she came to see me. That night she went back home. The next day morning she comes with a big letter. She says, Swamiji, yesterday night I had some very beautiful out of the body experience, the like of which I have never heard, I have never experienced. And in the morning when I woke up, the pleasure was so much, I was only crying, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. This is all she wrote one page. She never told what the experience was, I never asked her. That's all. She died in December, the same year. That's it. Every day she is the only lady whom I allowed to come and do meditation every day in my home. Otherwise, normally I don't allow the other local visitors and all that to come and sit. Only 2 people I have allowed. One is an old couple, one not couple actually, cousin and all that. One is Natarajan and his wife Shapla. They are very nice people. And the other one is he had come.
Some poor monk, yes. Some third class, not even AC.
So, and those people. Otherwise I have seldom allowed others. You know, the reason is somebody will mistake me. Those people will think, oh, this fellow is trying to get a lot of amount from foreigners. That's exactly what they think. The moment you begin to talk to somebody, the one tells the other, the 2 brothers are there.
No, untuk tu bayi lewat. Once he is there, he can gather brother, no?
Then, Adbhuta, Uma's heart. See, the Lord by himself, he doesn't do anything. He sits quiet, he allows the mother to do everything. So Uma, the mother, is his assistant. The one who is having the divine mother as his assistant. See, it is the Maya which puts you inside the anvil. The one who releases you is also she only. So Uma Sahaya, she helps him in both ways to have his entertainment. The entire thing is his entertainment. So it is the mother who plays the game for him. Parameshwaram. See, when you say Sahaya, she is helping you, that means you are helpless. If she is not there, you won't be able to. No. She is the transcendental controller. He is giving her the privilege of helping. So Parameshwaram, he doesn't require anybody. He is the ultimate transcendental, the supreme controller. Even she is under him only. She does what he says. So don't take it that he is not capable. Parameshwaram. Prabhum, again he tells him, he is the master of all. Prabhum. Trilochanam, he has got the three eyes. What is the third eye?